Hello, it's flow day. So spread your mat out long. Mine is going to be this sideways direction, but you might want to point yours toward the camera. You don't really need any other props unless you want a yoga block to sit on or maybe a folded up towel. I like to sit on a folded up towel sometimes just to get my hips off the floor. You can double it or quadruple it. Anytime you're going down, take your time, go slowly. Move with purpose. During our practice, move slowly from posture to posture. Most injuries do not occur in the posture, but in the transitions. So don't worry, we'll move slow enough. I'll wait for you to get there. Also, take breaks when you need. Some days your goal is to stay on your mat to the end, and that's okay. So let's begin breathing together. Bring your palms open on your knees or bring your palms to heart center. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale through nose. Exhale out mouth. Long inhale through nose. Complete exhale out mouth, side out. Again, inhale through nose. Exhale out mouth. Let your eyes close or let your gaze soften toward the end of your nose. Continue to sit up tall, lifting your crown up to the ceiling. Let your lips be closed. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Today we're thinking about our Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath. As you breathe deeply, take a small constriction in the back of your throat so that you hear your breath. The breath with sound. It allows you to keep focus on your breath. It allows you to stay a little more in the moment. When you're holding your postures, your asanas, you can come to the Ujjayi breath. Allows you to stay focused in your posture until you're ready to move on to the next one. Stay here for a few more moments, thinking through that concept of the Ujjayi breath. Every inhale sits you up a little taller. Every exhale softens you into your mat. Maybe you feel a little constriction through the core on your exhale. Warming up the breathing muscles. Let your eyes open. Today we're also going to focus on grounding. Whatever portion of your body is touching in your mat, think of pressing it into your mat. Right now, we're on our sitting bones. Those are just their, sit stands for sacral ischial tuberosity. So I often refer to those sacrum bones that touch the earth. So think of pressing down to lift up. Think of your plant, your flower, as the roots pressing down into the earth where your stem and the portion of your plant is lifting up toward the sun. So press your sitting bones down, lift up through your spine. Maybe the crown of your head is the top of your flower, reaching up to the sky. So turn your palms down on your knees. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, round your spine and start moving, maybe in a clockwise position, warming up the spine. So inhale as you move forward, exhale as you move back. That's how the flow works. One breath, one movement. Inhale forward, exhale back. A couple more like that. Inhale forward, taking your time. Seeing how your spine feels as we begin our practice. And pause at the beginning. Take a big inhale. Exhale, go the opposite direction, warming up the spine. Your neck just sort of goes with the flow on this. Think about rounding as you go back. Maybe a little bit of arch in your spine as you go forward. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Last one, inhale forward, come back to center, sit up tall, let your elbows be light and breezy, crown of head reaching up tall to the ceiling. Take an inhale, exhale, drop your chin to your chest, pause there, take another inhale, and exhale. This time, inhale, roll your right ear towards your right shoulder, exhale, chin comes to chest. Slowly. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Warming up the neck. Inhale over to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left. You can sort of go at your own pace here. And I do talk about the breath a lot, and you do want to take long, slow, deep breaths, but don't get too hung up on it. Some of that comes with time. The more you practice, the more you can move with your breath. Exhale, chin back down to center on your next exhale, and then inhale, sit up tall. Now, we're sitting cross-legged, so let your right leg fall in front of your left. Depending on how you're sitting, you may need something under your hips. And honestly, I didn't say this, but a nice folded up dish towel is always good to have on hand. So if your ankle bone hurts, you can slide a little cushion underneath your ankle bones. So sit up tall, right leg in front of left. Ideally, your shins, the sides are down on the floor. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, walk your fingertips out in front of you. Your crown of head is reaching tall. Spine one long unit from your tailbone to the top of your head. Feeling some stretch in the right hip. Go just as far as feels good to you and pause there for a couple of breaths. Sometimes after you take those breaths, you can settle in and go a little lower. If not, just pause right there. If it's in your practice, you can lower your head all the way to the floor or just stay lifted up. It's all good. Whenever you're ready, slowly begin to inhale and sit back up, walking your hands back in. Let's change feet. Left foot goes in front this time. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, walk your fingertips out in front of you till you feel that stretch in your left hip. Pause wherever it feels nice and juicy to you. Don't overstretch. If you need to, walk your fingertips back a little bit. Soften through your face, soften through your shoulders. You may feel a little tugging in your low back. Avoid overstretching. Stop where it feels good. After you've been there for a few breaths, you might slide on down. That's your option. Stay sitting up if that's what feels good to you. Deep breaths. Slow deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. On your next inhale, begin to walk your hands back in. Move your seat over to the side. Keep it close by in case you want it later. And come onto your hands and knees. Varmanasana, tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders. Knees under hips. Your Index finger, the pointy finger, can be lined up with the side of your mat, or your middle finger can be parallel to the side of mat, or anywhere in between. What you want to find is what's right for your body. Your toes can be curled or pressing down into the mat. Wherever you are, take a big inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, round through your tailbone. This is my favorite stretch. You'll see it a lot in this practice. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Be conscious. Go at your own pace. Inhale as you drop belly. Exhale as you round, beginning with your tailbone all the way up to your neck. Press away with your hands. Be real conscious of pressing through the knuckle portion of your hands and gripping with your fingertips. A couple of more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Breath is in and out the nose. And then pause in a neutral back, neutral position. From here, we're going to do thread the needle. So, gripping with your left fingers, pressing through your left knuckles. On your inhale, lift your right hand to your shoulder. Open your chest a bit and reach your hand up to the sky. Pause there. Take a couple of breaths. Oh, nice stretch through the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread your fingertips under, but don't put your shoulder down yet. On your next inhale, reach up. We're flowing with it. Exhale, thread the needle. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread through. This time, slowly bring your shoulder to the mat. Bring your head to the mat. And begin to walk your fingertips up in front, on the front portion of your mat. Find that spot where you get a nice stretch in your shoulder. And then find a place to soften. If you like, you can bring your hand around behind to the back of your hand to the small of your back. I like my hand to reach forward for whatever reason. It feels good to me. Pause there, deep breath. Juicy stretch through the shoulder and upper arm. On your next inhale, walk your left hand back under your left shoulder and rise up, pressing through the hand. Inhale, reach your right hand high. And then exhale, place it on the mat under your right shoulder. Inhale, lift your left hand up. Oh yeah, big stretch, 3 breaths. Reaching the fingertips tall. Pressing through the right hand, gripping through the right fingers. One more inhale, and we'll flow. Exhale, flow it under. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach through, gently, gently. Set your left shoulder on the mat. And reach your right hand up tall. Let your head sit on the mat. Hips are tall. See where you can find a gentle stretch through your left shoulder and left upper arm. Option right, lift, put your right hand on the small of your back. Find a place to soften, a place to release. Find some calmness in your practice. Keep your breath deep. Stay in the moment. On your next inhale, bring your right hand under your right shoulder. Rise all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, sit your left hand on the mat. From here, make your knees wide and then sit your hips back towards your heels. If that's not working for you, stay up. So this is child's pose. Hips back to heel, knees wide. You can also try with your knees together. And then you stretch your arms forward as far as feels good to you. Lower your chest or your forehead to the mat. You can also use your towel. Set your forehead on it. You can also stack your fists. The important thing is to find a spot where you can come to relaxation and take some slow, deep breaths. Wherever you are, let your belly hang. Find a place to soften, be still, and breathe. If you used a towel or a cushion, set it over to the side. You can also use a yoga block like that. So bring your knees together, walk back out to table. So before we had our shoulders over wrists and knees under hips, walk your knees back just a little. Take a big inhale. Exhale, sit back a little. Inhale, forward to upward face, our version of up dog. Exhale back toward child's, go just as far as feels good to you. Inhale forward, elbows can be straight or not. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, pressing through the hands, lifting, broadening through the chest. Getting a little back bend here. Stay here for a breath. Neck long. Take another inhale. Exhale back to your version of child's pose. Take a break. Inhale, come back up to tabletop position. Oh, here comes our strength. A little bit of strength and core work. Lower your elbows and interlace your hands. Send your right foot out behind, send your left foot out behind. Squeeze your belly. Stay there 3 breaths. If you don't like this, put your knees down. Either way is fine. Option 1, knees up. Option 2, knees down. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release your hands so that they're in the shape of an 11 and slide down on your belly. So now your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Your arms in the shape of an 11. Your toes are pointing down. Inhale, press down through your hands and lift your chest forward. Sphinx pose. Stay here, deep breaths. Remember, don't crunch up your neck. Let it be long. Let the crown of your head reach forward. Your rib cage lifting forward out of the low spine. This is a little back bend. If you need to lower down a little, slide your elbows just an inch or 2. Take another inhale, and then lower down onto your mat. Turn your head to the right, take a break, turn your palms up. Head turn to the right, get a little stretch in your neck there. Then lift your chin to the mat, looking ahead toward the short end of your mat. Bring your hands under your shoulders, pull your elbows in close to your body. Touch your toes together, press the tops of your feet to the mat. On your next inhale, peel your head, neck, and shoulder up for a cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel your head, neck, and shoulders up, squeezing your elbows in. Exhale, lower. One more cobra. These are called baby cobra. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Now turn your head to the left, right ear down. Send your palms upward at your side. Take a little break. Deep breath. Bring your chin back to center on the mat. Bring your palms under your shoulders, flat on the mat. Push yourself up slowly into tabletop position. Back with your knees under hips, wrist under shoulders. All right, I should pull my hair back. From here, take your right leg, send your right foot back. So press your heel backwards, get a nice stretch through your right heel. Remember to press your knuckles down. I'm trying to protect your wrist. Grip your fingertips into the mat. Press your knuckles down. Press your heel backwards for a calf stretch. On your next inhale, lift your heel. Flex your foot. Engage your right thigh. You can curl your toes under for balance or press it down. See what feels good to you. Take one more big inhale. Stretch the spine long. And on your exhale, curl your knee in. Knee toward nose. Inhale, press with your heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press. Exhale, round. Inhale, press. Exhale, round. Inhale, press. Get your balance. Think of squeezing your belly, hips even, right thigh engaged. Lift your left fingertips forward. Shoulders even. Remember that grip through your right hand. Keep your right leg lifted by squeezing your right thigh. One more breath. Exhale, set it down. Sit back into child's pose. Take a break. My heart rate's up. Yours might be too. Working the core, getting stronger and longer. That's our goal. Making space, making our muscles longer and stronger, making space between our bones and our joints so that we have more freedom of movement. On your next inhale, come back to tabletop position. Check your position, let your neck be long, send your left foot long, stretch your calf. Gripping through your fingers, pressing through your knuckles, chest broad, collarbones open, neck long. On your next inhale, lift your left leg tall, squeeze your left thigh, flex your left foot. Stay there and breathe. One more big inhale like this. Exhale, curl your knee to nose. Inhale, press back, squeeze your thigh. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch long, pause there. Engage your left thigh to hold it up. Think about your hips being even, not one cocked. And then your left leg is back, so lift your right fingertips long for sunbird. Gaze is just about 2 feet in front of you. Left thigh stays engaged, right arm reaching, right shoulder in socket. Make your right arm strong, reaching forward. One more big inhale. Exhale, set your hand down, set your knee down. Sit back into child's pose. If you don't like child's pose, again, you can just come on your elbows. Stay right there. Deep breaths, at least 3 to 4 seconds inhale, slow it down. 3 to 4 second exhale, slowing it down, come to stillness. Let your heart rate come down. All right. Lift up to tabletop. Wrist under shoulders. Knees about hip width apart. Curl your toes under. On your next inhale, fill your lungs deeply, and on an exhale, lift your hips tall to the sky for your first downward facing dog. Let's pause here and talk it through. Hands pushing away. Think about your grounding. Your roots are growing down from your knuckles and from each fingertip, even the tip of your thumb. Arms engage, rotate it outward, especially your upper arm bones. Press away, make your spine as long as possible. Deep breath, and then exhale, settle your shoulders in soft so you're not scrunching those muscles in your neck up towards your ears. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Big deep breaths. Lift your hip creases a little taller. Let your gaze go towards your toes or maybe even your belly button. Let your chest fall through towards your thighs. Last thing for now, press your hips toward the mat, knowing they may never reach. Deep breath. One more. And exhale, lower your knees down. Sit up. Rotate your wrists. If you're not used to doing yoga, your wrists can get really sore. So we're not going to be on our wrist every day. We're going to be very mindful about how much time we spend on them. But those practices of grounding your knuckles and lifting up will go a long way to help with that. All right, coming back to tabletop, onto your wrist. Curl your toes, lift your hips up tall, and come to down dog again. Press away with your hands, grip with your fingers, rotating elbows outward, softening through your shoulders, lifting your hip creases taller, heels pressing downward. On your next inhale, slide your right toes back and up, pressing away with your hands, three-legged dog. Anchor your left heel toward the mat. One more breath. Exhale, sit it back down. Stay there for a breath, lift your hips tall. On your next inhale, slide your left toes back, lifting tall. Turn your top of your foot inward. Try to touch the elevator button with your toe. It's way up behind you. Big inhale. Exhale, sit it down. From here, walk your feet slowly up towards your hands. Let your chest rest on your thighs. Grab your elbows. Hang your head. Stay there and breathe. Let your neck release. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. No tension in your neck. Whenever you're ready, you can begin straightening your legs a little. Let your head hang. Oh boy, we're out of time already. From here, slowly, slowly, slowly roll up. Shoulders up, back, and down. And then from here, turn your toes out. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to make our way down onto our back. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, lower all the way down or come down the way you would like to get down on the floor. Maybe come to your knees first. But come down to your back, so bring your hands out, sit your bottom down. Reach your hands forward. Take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly roll back. After you arrive, bring your knees to your chest. Hug your knees. Go side to side. From here, squeeze your knees in as tight as you can, holding onto your wrists, forearms, elbows, bring your head up. Squeeze everything tight, 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 all the way in. Make your ugliest face possible. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, let it all out. Send your feet long, heels toward each corner of the mat. Let your feet flop open like a book. Let your wrists and palms open to the beautiful sky. Stretch your beautiful neck long. Lift your shoulder blades and then settle them back down. Take a big inhale through nose. Exhale out mouth, let it go. Inhale through nose. Exhale out mouth, let it go. Let your breath come to normal. Relax your toes. Relax your feet. Your hips, your belly, your shoulders. Relax your face. Savasana, the corpse pose. Completely still. Still your body to still your mind. Relax. Stay here as long as you like. I hope you'll take a couple of minutes. Namaste and blessings, my friends.